I'm Deborah with Deborah's Furniture and Decor, and today I am creating a picture frame cat perch for my daughter for her birthday. And she had this idea, wasn't sure how to go about it, and I looked on the internet, kind of just saw what some options were, and then I just started taking scrap pieces of wood and this PVC paneling that I had, and I just created this cat perch for her. It turned out beautiful. It's not perfect. And what I'm going to show you today is just me piddling around in my garage and being able to create this. So it's really if I can do it, you can do it too video. So I'll explain as we move on. I didn't want the depth to be too deep because it's going to hang on the wall. So I decided about 11 inches would be enough space for her cats to perch and to keep the integrity and stability of the frame intact. I found some scrap pieces of board that were about 11 inches and used them to measure the depth I would need this PVC panel to be, and made my straight line for cutting with my circular saw. I don't have a proper table for making cuts, so I use two dresser drawers and clamps to hold my board steady while I cut it to size. I end up using the smaller side of that cut of PVC board because I just felt like it made more sense. It's about 9 inches. And then I took the boards that I had, and I don't use a measuring tape, as you can see. I'm using the PVC board to mark where I need to make the cut on the wood slats that I will use as the bottom part of the frame that the perch will actually lie on. I have four boards that I need to cut, so I'm going to use my chopping saw. I press them firmly together with a clamp before cutting so that I can keep them nice and even. Now it's time to take this hanging wire off of the back of the frame. It keeps getting in the way. I'm going to use a nail inserted into the eye screw to remove it. It's so simple. It makes it just come out quickly and easily. And as I said, if I can do this, you can do this too. I'm just making it up as I go. I'm sure there's an easier, methodical way to do this. I could have come up with a plan and measurements, written out a diagram. But I'm just out there just trying to make this happen. And like I said, it does work. It turns out beautiful in the end. So be encouraged. You can do it too. I decided to use liquid nails, adhesive, and screws to put the frame pieces together. The adhesive needs some dry time, so I use clamps to hold the wood slats in place. I pre-drill holes for the screws, yes, on the outside of the frame. It is a solid wood frame, so it'll hold the screws really well, and I didn't want the screws to show up on the white PVC perch. If I was going to sell this, I would have done things differently. Anyway, I also used the PVC board instead of wood because one, I already had it in my stash. Two, it was a good size to work with. And three, it's really lightweight. I don't want to add any more weight than I have to for this project. I had the idea to add more support by gluing the scraps left over from the wood boards that I'd cut earlier. I hope it makes a difference. Be sure to clean off any excess from this adhesive because it will be hard to remove once it's dried. And clean your hands too if you need to, like me. I cut two thin pieces of the PVC board to use to attach the wood slats to form the back part of the frame. The wood slats represent the top and the bottom of the frame with the perch on the bottom, and I will add a top PVC board to finish off the top. This will all make sense when I put the whole frame in its proper position. going to add some Rub and Buff antiquing wax. I have antique gold that I'm going to use on the sides of the frame, and then Grecian gold that I'm actually going to use on the front of the frame and all those grooves. You might have noticed a really dark area up in the top left-hand corner, so that's going to need to be touched up. And I'm just going to brush it around. I really want this to pop when it's on the wall, but I don't want it to look brand new. So try this product if you've never used it before. I think you'll be so pleased with the results and with how easy it is to use. You can wipe it on with your finger or with a cloth. You can use a little artist brush like I did. Then you just take a cloth and you wipe off any of the excess, making sure that you get any leftover product. And then it dries and hardens 4 hours. It's awesome. So give it a try.